Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new reaction video, and today we got another one for y'all, another banger, man, coming at y'all quick, fast, and in a hurry. So look, we trying to get to 10K quick, fast, and in a hurry. So what I need y'all to do is stop right now, go hit that subscribe button. We at 5.7K right now, but we inching up on that 10. So we gotta go ahead and get to it. You feel me? Now, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. I hope y'all folks enjoy it. Let's do it.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
Jail, brazen hate, try to stop my meal. All I did was switch the name and drop the past, still made my sales. I'm a demon straight from here. Go ahead, baby. How that soft and neck and know who got the most hats in the city? Bitch, we do tell them catch up.
Has connected 6 shootings to gang activity, 5 of them in the last year.
So, within 3 seconds, we got self-snitching, talking about bodies, probably some drugs or something later on in the song. The standard drill cultures.
Prosecutors say gang brothers Isaiah Kelly and Jamarcus Holyfield were both indicted for the shooting at the community center. What? Kelly was charged in the 2015 shooting of a woman on Monterey Street and is also charged in the shooting at the Trinity Gardens parade. Holyfield is charged in the Grand Hall shooting where he was said to—
Why it sound like they shooting up civilian-oriented places? What y'all folks got going on in Alabama, bruh?
Have been targeting a rival gang member, Jamarcus Jefferson. Jefferson was later killed in a drive-by shooting on Driftwood Drive. Several hours later, police say another man was killed on Lafayette Street in retaliation.
God damn.
I just felt so relieved and so ecstatic, but then disappointed at the same time of the person that they did charge with it, because they was friends.
For a long time, law enforcement denied that there was a gang problem in Mobile, and you know, we're starting to see the results of that. I've stated publicly several times we are targeting these gang members, and if they continue that activity, you know, they're going to see us and we're going to lock your ass in. You know, there's a lot of self-proclaimed rappers, and you know, he's a thug is what he is, and I hope he will spend the rest of his life in prison.
Fam, today, as the officer just said, we got a self-proclaimed rapper that managed to drop a diss track the same day he was arrested for murder. A man who arrested a year later for the demise of his friend. And if what authorities is alleging him of doing is true, the crime was done only a month after just coming home. The same day he dropped one of his...
So you mean to tell me you went to jail for some shit? Probably one of them shootings that they was talking about in the beginning. You came home for a month, did another shooting.
Biggest songs to this day. A young man who was arrested more than 10 times in the last 10 years. Today we talk about who he is, his crew, his past, his beef in the streets, some of his music, and why he just got arrested for murder for the demise of his friend a year later. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no aim, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Find me, Isaiah Kelly. His rap stage name is KeeReacts.
We're gonna get into this in a minute, but that nigga got what in the baguettes.
KeeReacts stands for came from nothing. He from Mobile, Alabama. He rep Foxes and Fours. Now prior to this arrest, he was arrested for almost a year in 2022. He was charged for shooting into an occupied home. But to really give you an understanding of who KeeReacts really is, we have to go back to 2015. 9 years ago, KeeReacts was only 15 years old and he started getting arrested. In 2015, he was arrested and charged with being one of 7 teenagers who surrounded and shot a woman during a carjacking attempt. It happened on Monterey streets. The victim was on her way home from work when she was shot in the face.
And it be civilians. They don't be out here doing nothing to their ops, but they civilians and they friends, to put them on the list. You feel me? A young lady on her way home from work, a regular civilian, y'all trying to steal her car, and y'all done shot this woman in the face. Now, what I will say is, I don't know if she was struggling, a struggle ensued, but even if so, bro, if y'all can't get what y'all want to get, bro, just run off. Y'all will live to see another day, another another potential robbery or something. But stop hitting the innocent folks, bro. I cannot stress that enough, bro.
Kelly admitted to being there when it happened, but another suspect admitted to pulling the trigger. The victim lost her right eye in the incident. Isaiah Kelly, aka KF Inspect, was arrested 2 years later in 2017 for a shooting near Thomas Civilian Community Center. Now
Kelly really got off because that's attempt murder. I don't know how the laws work in Alabama, but more than likely he was just charged as a juvenile or he pled out to a lesser case. But you shot that woman in her eyes.
aka KF Inspect, he was 18 years old at the time of the shooting. 2 teens was injured in the shooting. 18-year-old Jamarcus Holyfield was also arrested in connection with that shooting. Now Holyfield was also found guilty of reckless manslaughter in a shooting that killed 15-year-old Anisha Baker. May she rest in peace. A love of condolences to her family. That incident happened at the Grand Hall in 2018. Now Holyfield was said to have been targeting a rival gang member who go by the name of Jamarcus Jefferson, who later passed away. Now prosecutors say Kelly and Holyfield were gang brothers. But then just a few months after the shooting near the community center in 2018, Kelly was one of 3 people arrested on several charges after 3 people were hit by bullets after the annual Trinity Gardens parade.
And look, I'm going to say this before he even explained the story. I don't understand why gang members frequent civilian-oriented places. And what I mean by that is parades, the fair, the movie theaters. Like, bro, if y'all want to be gangbangers and y'all want to have all this beef and y'all want to be the top op, go be that. But stay away from these families and these innocent folks, because y'all ain't doing nothing but putting everybody else in danger. You bringing your bullshit towards everybody else who ain't got nothing to do with nothing and really are unsuspecting of it, to say the least.
Against Kelly in that shooting were dropped just a month later. No one would talk.
A man is dead and 2 others injured, including a child, after a shooting near the Trinity Gardens Mardi Gras parade today. WKRG News 5's Haley Kennedy is joining us now. And Haley, those at the parade say that they heard these shots ring out right as things were starting to roll.
Yeah, Asher, everyone that I talked to today told me that they are just disappointed that such a fun event turned out to be a tragedy.
That was brokenhearted today. My heart was really broke.
Ruby Hoppin says after hearing gunshots just across the street from where she lives, striking a 20-year-old man who MPD says was found lying in the middle of Next Street near McCants Avenue.
When I walked to the corner and saw them try to retrieve him, I couldn't go no further.
The man was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
Me and my grandkids was getting ready to go to the parade and we heard it pop, and I stopped and we didn't go.
Those other gunshots struck 2 other people, including an 18-year-old who MPD says is seriously hurt and a 16-year-old boy.
And it was scary. It really was.
All happening Saturday morning just off of the Trinity Garden parade route that was getting ready to roll. Hoppin says it's usually a tradition for her and her family to go, but today they stayed home.
Don't you see all the fire is in the yard? My family come and we get together, we eat. Everybody go back home.
What that is, churros?
Everybody be safe.
However, this is not the first time the Trinity Garden Parade has seen a scene like this. This video shows the scene from 6 years ago in 2018 where 3 parade watchers were hit by gunfire, but thankfully survived. 3 men were arrested in that case. 2 of them pleaded guilty to assault. The 3rd was shot and killed at a Pritchard gas station last March. But Hoppin says enough is enough.
Stop the violence. Let the law break whatever need to be breaking, you know?
But you gotta sit right here and understand what they saying. They saying these crimes ain't getting solved, shawty. So if these crimes ain't getting solved and I see the dude who just killed my homie, you think he ain't gonna try to kill me too? So if I got the ups on him, if I see him first, let me get that. And that cycle continues. And like, look at her face, bro. She see it's real pain, and she didn't even lose nobody. She just couldn't go to the fair, and she just like, man, our community, these kids. It's real life, bro.
Police have not made an arrest and are asking anyone with any information on the shooter to give them a call. Reporting in the studio, Haley Kennedy, WKRG.
Fast forward to 2022, 4 years later, KFN Spec, 23 years old. He got a name in the streets at this point. He's starting to drop more music that's starting to pick up. But in May of 2022, Kelly would get arrested again. It was a Saturday in connection with a shooting that happened on March 18, 2022. According to Mobile police, they say their officers discovered 2 homes and an unoccupied car in the 1100 block of Quigley Street that were hit by bullets. No one was injured. Now mind you, at this point, they saying KFN Spec and his crew terrorizing the streets. In fact, they said they was responsible for more than 5 shootings in the span of a month.
Damn. But look, peep game though. You think you want to be the top op because you think you want these folks scared of you, and then the police get on you, and now you got to worry about going to jail for the rest of your life. People don't be looking at the full
gang
picture.
problem and what the city is doing to fight it. Just yesterday, we told you how prosecutors believe the shooting death of 15-year-old Anissa Baker at the Grand Hall was the result of a gang rivalry. We looked back at several other shootings and uncovered a disturbing trend. 8 innocent bystanders have been injured as a result of this ongoing street feud, and some of the suspects are linked to more than one crime. News 5's Katerina Lukatic sat down with Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste to see what police are doing to address the problem.
As we learn more about the Grand Hall shooting, we're getting a deeper look at how gangs relate to shootings throughout Mobile.
There are groups of them that form gangs together, and that seems to be what they're doing, and innocent people are dying.
News 5 has connected 6 shootings to gang activity, 5 of them in the last year. Those happened at the Thomas Sullivan Community Center, the Trinity Gardens Parade, and the Grand Hall. There were also shooting deaths on Driftwood Drive and Lafayette Street. Prosecutors say gang brothers Isaiah Kelly and Jamarcus Holyfield were both indicted for the shooting at the community center. Kelly was charged in the 2015 shooting of a woman on Monterey Street and is also charged in the shooting at the Trinity Gardens Parade.
So he a shooter.
Holyfield is charged in the Grand Hall shooting, where he was said to have been targeting a rival gang member, Jamarcus Jefferson. Jefferson was later killed in a drive-by shooting on Driftwood Drive. Several hours later, police say another man was killed on Lafayette Street in retaliation. Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste says they have an intelligence unit working specifically to identify these gang members.
We will go after them, and we will make sure that when we find them committing crimes in our community, we will certainly do everything within our means to get them locked up.
In the last 5 months, innocent bystanders have been injured in these gang shootings, 3 at the Trinity Gardens Parade, 5 at the Grand Hall, including Anissa Baker. Chief Batiste says he's committed to stopping the violence, but is also calling on parents to monitor your children.
If they believe that their child or their loved ones are associated with a particular group of individuals that may identify themselves as a gang, then as parents, they need to speak up.
Speak up to your children and to...
we all know that's not finna happen, bro. You know that's not finna happen either. You hoping, but that's not gonna happen, bro. There's very few parents, bro, probably 1 in every million, who's gonna turn their kid in after they done did something, especially something that can have them gone away for some years. That's not happening, bro. It sounds good, but it's not realistic.
Law enforcement. Chief Batiste hoping the community will come together to help put an end to gang violence. In Mobile, Katerina Lukatic, WKRG News 5.
Now, as we mentioned, Spec did under a year for his arrest in 2022. But just last year in 2023, his close friend KFN Jason was wanted by local authorities for a robbery. His brother ended up getting gunned down by the police after allegedly trying to run out the back window with an assault rifle. His name was Cordell Jones. May he rest in peace. He was one of 3 people who was shot and lost their life by Mobile police officers in the span of 6 days.
Damn.
May they all rest in peace.
Bro, police shootings don't happen that often, bro. 3 in 1 week is insane, because usually they got way more restraint. But hey, yeah, I guess not in Mobile.
This morning in a house on Charles Street between Gale and South Broad.
Mobile police say 24-year-old Cordell Jones was shot. The SWAT team was serving a search warrant. Police say he was trying to climb out who police were looking for, and it wasn't Jones.
Yeah, Fox News reporter Ariel Mallory now joining us live from MPD headquarters. And Ariel, you found out police were actually searching for Jones' brother.
And see, look. That's what I was just saying, bro. You got something going on and you get other people involved in it, and now they got to deal with the consequences. So you technically got your brother killed because you out here robbing people. And robberies is high risk, low reward because it's 2024. People ain't out here walking around with their life savings on them. We got debit cards, credit cards, Cash App, Zelle, and Apple Pay. Most people not walking around with a whole bunch of cash on them unless they super old, bro. Or they young and they just like the trapper, finesser, and they living like that, and they, you know what I'm saying, they getting their money a certain type of way. But that's different. They wouldn't be coming to get you for robbing a dope dealer. You robbed somebody who probably innocent and they caught the police on you. Your brother thought they was coming for him probably, or didn't know what was going on, tried to get up out of there, and he got killed by the police.
Yeah, that's right, Byron. According to MPD, the SWAT team was at the house looking for 19-year-old Jason Jones in connection to a robbery. Well, tonight it's still unclear why Cordell Jones tried to make a run for it. Tonight, one brother is dead and another is in jail after Mobile police executed a search warrant this morning. This is what Charles Street looked like just after 6 o'clock. Officers and detectives covering the entire street from one end to the next.
At some point during execution of that search warrant, an individual jumped out of the back window of the house armed with a weapon.
That man now identified as 24-year-old Cordell Jones. Chief Prine says Jones was carrying an AR-type rifle, causing an officer to fire multiple times, shooting Jones at least once. Prine didn't say if at any point Jones pointed the rifle at officers. MPD says Cordell Jones wasn't the target of the search warrant. Instead, it was his 19-year-old brother, Jason Jones. According to MPD, Jason was wanted in connection to a robbery. He was arrested and charged with robbery. Police say more arrests could be on the way, and they plan to be transparent with the community.
Just ask people to be calm. We would ask people to understand that, listen, I've asked the community to partner with me and to trust me, and I can assure you that I'm going to be transparent where I can be transparent, and I will.
This is the third law enforcement involved shooting that's happened in our area within the last 6 days. A man killed in Elsinore last Thursday after deputies responded to a vandalism call, and again the next day in West Mobile when a Mobile County Sheriff's deputy shot a man while serving a warrant. Now, the officer in this most recent shooting has been put on administrative leave, which is standard. It's unclear if there is body camera footage of this shooting. If there is, we certainly plan to ask MPD to release that footage. Live tonight at MPD headquarters, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
So now we know who KF Inspect is, what he been doing in the last 10 years since the age of 15 with the law. This is where we really gotta pay attention and why we doing this video. On March 11, 2023 is a crazy day for KF Inspect. He dropped a music video titled Lil Crop. He got gloves on in the video. He mentioned that he can't show pose because his PO know they ain't props. And he also mentioned another Mobile, Alabama rapper who's now currently incarcerated once again, Honeycomb Brazy, alluding to his fans that Honeycomb Brazy was stopping his mail while he was in jail, or at least trying to. The song have over 100,000 views and counting.
Ain't try to stop my meal. All I did was switch the name and drop the past, still made my sales. I'm a demon straight for hell.
Honeycomb Brazy have responded, damn little homie, I'm the same and used to send you money. I took care of you for real, I'm grinding. The whole jail know that though. I ain't got nothing to say about you though. Y'all can have the internet. I'm so out y'all lead. I don't want no smoke, but don't put my name in no song. Police shaking my head. Now, the same day that video was dropped, March 11, 2023, was the same day a young man lost his life at a block party while standing at a gas station. His final moments was captured on camera. He was identified as 24 years old, Demetrius Hunter. He was gunned down outside the Brothers Quick Pick gas station on Merrick Highway. It was around 8 p.m. I'm told the block party was going on at the location at the time of the shoot. And according to investigators, Hunter was shot once in the torso and was pronounced deceased at the scene. But in 2016, at just 17 years old, Demetrius Hunter was one of 3 teens in Metro Jail who sat down with the news and gave his reason on why he felt more safe carrying a firearm as a teenager.
In tonight with an update to last night's homicide in Pritchard. The victim, identified as 24-year-old Demetrius Hunter, gunned down outside a gas station on Mare Street and Kraft Highway. Tonight you'll hear what investigators are telling us, and from a young Demetrius Hunter who told our cameras 7 years ago to put the guns down. It's just not worth it. A block party takes a terrible, tragic turn last night in Pritchard at Brothers Quick Pick gas station. Investigators identified the victim as 24-year-old Demetrius Hunter, shot once in the torso, pronounced dead on the scene.
Demetrius Hunter being charged with assault second and shooting to the occupied vehicle.
In 2016, just 17 years old, Demetrius Hunter was one of 3 teens in Metro Jail who sat down with our then reporter Devin Cafaro to discuss a very disturbing and sometimes deadly trend.
Why did you feel the need to have a gun?
My area where I stayed at, and something's going on. We're getting robbed and stuff happening, and shootouts and fights and all that. You know, I just feel safer with a gun.
All 3 teens very candid about why they decided to pick up a gun and what it felt like.
It felt like power.
Felt like power?
Yeah, like you ain't scared of nobody.
Tonight,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you get a gun in your hand and you just feel like you powerful and you shouldn't be scared of nobody, bro, you are dangerous with a gun, bro. Because just because you got a gun don't mean you invincible, bro. I don't know where people get that from. I don't know why that make them feel, well, maybe if they got one and somebody else don't got one, okay. But if everybody got one, bro, you shouldn't feel powerful. Like, what?
This is a victim, the latest to be killed by gun violence, something he told us 7 years ago was a vicious cycle among young people who feel like they don't have any other options but to carry a gun to protect themselves.
I didn't want to die. I was scared. People just want to be like that. People just want to live that lifestyle. They think that's the way to live. But once you get back here, it don't matter what you did or how you did it. You'll be a nobody back here. It ain't.
Preach. He said it don't matter what you did or who you did it to. When you get behind them bars, you are a nobody. And the CO's gonna treat you exactly like that.
Even as investigators continue to follow leads into his murder, Demetrius's words still hold true 7 years later.
Put the gun down. You got a problem, walk the other way. Find a job. Just stay out of trouble. Don't think a gun will keep you out of trouble, because it only bring more trouble. Some trouble that you can't get out.
At this time, no arrests have been made in the case. If you have information that can help investigators, call Pritchard's Major Crime Division.
Now, fam, it took 499 days for someone to get arrested for an incident that took place on camera in front of hundreds of people. And according to the victim, Demetrius Hunter's mom, this was a suspect who she knew very well and was very close with her son, and has yet to this day got a reasoning on why this was done. Isaiah Jamal Kelly, aka KF Inspect, was later identified and arrested.
And I ain't gonna cap, and this is why they begin the book thrown at them, because you catch so many cases over a certain amount of time, you probably going in front of the same judges over and over. They're gonna get tired of seeing you, bro. They're gonna get tired of letting you off with probation, letting you off with a year, letting you off with 6 months. They're gonna get tired of that, bro. And they're gonna hand down that max punishment, and a lot of folks ain't ready for that.
Did he have anything to say to his alleged friend mom? Well, check out the news clip.
3 years, and you know that I'm not gonna rest until I find out what happened to you that night that you was left alone and you died.
And so whoever he
New
was
tonight,
with
a
ran
mother
off on him.
grateful after waiting more than a year for an arrest in her son's murder.
In March last year, Demetrius Hunter was gunned down at a gas station in Pritchard. That incident caught on surveillance video. Dozens of people were running from that store.
Yeah, late this afternoon, Isaiah Kelly arrested and charged with murder. Fox 10 News reporter Ariel Mallory live outside Metro Jail tonight.
And Ariel, Kelly's no stranger to Metro.
She had to throw that in there.
No, he's not, Lanice and Lee. In fact, jail records show Isaiah Kelly was already on probation, charged with 3 counts of shooting into a house 2 years ago. And it also shows a long list of other violent charges going back to 2017. Now, he didn't have anything to say on his way to Metro today. The victim's mother has a lot to say.
But I ain't gonna cap too. I be feeling like one of those people, like if you like, let's say they actually did what they did. They wasn't just like accused and they didn't just cop out because they don't know if they was gonna beat trial with a public defender, this, that, and the third. But if somebody really truly did do something like that, and they of adult age, if y'all get them that first time, then they might go to jail, come out and change their way of living. But letting them off, bro, they just gonna keep doing it because you letting them off too easy.
They have arrested someone in his case and charged them with murder.
Tonight, it's this news that Sharon Thomas has been waiting 499 days to hear. An arrest in the death of her 24-year-old son, Demetrius Hunter.
Isaiah, do you have anything you want to say about this?
Family,
what about
your
his
family?
mom, who has been mourning the loss of her son?
This was the suspect, Isaiah Kelly, on his way to Metro Jail this afternoon with nothing to say. Kelly is charged with murder. Back on March 11th, Hunter was shot and killed outside the Brothers Quick Pick gas station on Mayer Avenue in Pritchard. This surveillance video shows the moments before the gunfire. The mother says the shooting was personal because he was killed by a friend.
I just felt so relieved and so ecstatic, but then disappointed at the same time of the person that they did charge with it, because they was friends.
It wasn't only this.
But I ain't gonna cap though. When I be seeing these situations, bro, when these mothers be saying they gonna get right, they don't be playing. They are not gonna let that go. They brought them into this world and you an outsider took them out. They're not gonna let that go, bro. And I know some parents who then rolled about their children like, all right, the police ain't gonna do nothing, I'm gonna do it. I reacted to that video in New Orleans. The dude was like, all right, y'all gonna let him go? Y'all gonna let him off on bond? All right, cool. I'm finna handle that because y'all won't. Y'all gotta stop being out here playing, bro. This
video that helped in the investigation. Sergeant Lonnie Parsons says the public speaking out was crucial.
Luckily, we had witnesses come forward. As in any case, witnesses are key. We absolutely believe the streets are a lot safer now that he's behind bars.
This case is one of several that the Mobile County Sheriff's Office has taken over from Pritchard. Thomas says she had to keep faith that her son's killer would be brought to justice.
Never give up on your loved one. It don't matter what city or what town they got killed in. Never give up. Fight for them, because they're not here to do it for themselves.
And everybody in general, please put the guns down. Stop killing one another. That's what I want to tell them.
Now, Kelly is scheduled to appear in court on Wednesday. I'm told Sheriff Paul Birch will be providing more details on this arrest sometime tomorrow. Live tonight, outside.
On the same day he get arrested, he drop a diss track titled FSRT, Stop Rapping Trash, which is aimed at another local rapper. We ain't playing no music towards the end, but it was aimed at a rapper called SRTOG. Just 4 days ago, he dropped a track with over 5,000 views called PDE, Peas Die Every Day. I guess this Mobile, Alabama music and beef, because only they could tell you about it. But what I can say is SRTOG did mention KFN Spec in his record, and apparently Spec felt the need to respond. Now, if you guys made it through this far of this video,
then. Man, it's wild in Mobile. It's wild. Lil Wody just got robbed. They got this going on. It's wild in Mobile. It is wild, to say the least, man. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. It's wild, to say the least. But with that being said, y'all get in my comment box. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this video. Y'all tell me about what's going on in Mobile. If you know, if you from Mobile, let me know something. I appreciate y'all for watching this video, especially those who stuck around to the end. We still on that grind to 10K. So with that being said, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's your boy Key, and I'm gone.